Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Faruka TV podcast. And for today's episode, for episode 3, we've got our special guest, Rhys Evans, here to talk about the IA expedition that happened earlier this school year. So let's start off. So Rhys, what is the IA?
The IA is a collection of things you do to obtain, a fancy piece of paper. So you do a community service, sport, and skill. And then at the end you go on a fun trip and mess around with your friends, like Mr. Farouk here.
Yes, I was also part of this IA, and it was one hell of a trip. But anyways, it's not just about the trip, right? It's about logging in stuff, which I haven't done for a while. I think I'm kind of late. Anyways, what is your major skill for IA?
So the major is where you do double the amount of time. So my major I did 26 hours for, and I did tennis as a sport. So yeah, it's pretty good. And for the other two, I did tennis coaching as community service, and I also did guitar as a skill. So yeah.
That's interesting. Well, my one's more motorsport based, but we don't need to talk about my one. Anyways, so let me just explain a bit. Our award leader was Jack Eaton Jones, or known as Mr. EJ, and he took us on the expedition for camping, which was, I forgot how long, 7 days? The whole eggs yet to those who come to this school. Anyways, so basically we had a practice journey, and I'm going to let Rhys explain what happened in the practice journey.
So for our practice journey, we went canoeing at the Singapore Strait. And where did we stay? Oh yeah, we stayed at a local school, so we pitched tents there and we had food. And yeah, it was pretty fun. And we kind of just messed around for about 2 days. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, the practice journey was not that long. It was just 2 days, 1 night. And I felt very sad because I couldn't watch MotoGP. But we did well. We did well in the end. So anyways, going towards the qualifying journey, which is probably the most fun I've had this year, because I created a vlog. Make sure to watch that vlog on my channel. Subscribe, like, and subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Anyways, the qualifying journey. So, what happened in the qualifying journey?
You were there too. You could say this, but okay. Where did we go? Yeah, National Park. We went to Endai Rompin. We spent 4-5 days just canoeing up and down this long river. We went through a series of rapids, a bit of portage, and it was pretty fun. So it was a great trip.
Now let me explain what happened on that trip. Well, the sad thing that happened on the trip was that my barrels, I think, is it my barrels? It fell in the water. Yes, it did. It's quite bad.
My tent flew away.
His tent flew away, but he can explain that later. So basically, my barrels went floating away from me because I had this one guy with me. His name is Kevin Cheng. I'm calling you out. You didn't know how to canoe, just like that, and we flipped. But anyways, let's talk about the tent that flew away, because my one also flew away, but his one flew away 10 times.
Yeah, so I was sharing a tent with Jean, and we always got to the campsite early because we were just fast and super athletes. And so we pitched our tents really early, but we didn't pitch them well. So the tent flew away basically every night. And on the first night, all the tents got flooded because of really bad rain. So it was definitely an experience.
Wait, when was this rain?
The first day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. That first day was a good day. I was with my friend, Mr. Ollie Bogle. He was a good tent mate, you could say. Anyways, was it the third night or the second night we were at the village? You don't know. You can explain more about that.
So yeah, on the third night, that sounds about right. Towards the end of our journey, we stopped at this village, and we kind of just toured it around. and across from the village there was a big sandbar bank thing, which is where we pitched our tents and we put all our canoes.
Oh, and talking about that night, our canoes went missing. Yes, and our savior, Mr. EJ, went to get the canoe, and I thought I would never see him again. That was a sad moment. Would you agree? Yeah, exactly. It was really sad. He got canoes back, though. He got 2 back, and the other guys got the other canoes back. But Rhys can explain how it happened, like how he witnessed it.
Yeah, so it was probably about 9 o'clock at this time. And Eric needed my head torch to find his Swiss Army knife to make food. So he took mine, walked down to the canoes, and he shone it over, and there was one on the beach, one about 20 meters into the water, and then nothing else. We had, 8? And they were all gone. So I told Eric to run and get Mr. EJ. Someone else got Cedric's really bright flashlight, and I had to jump in and grab a canoe in my pajamas, which was not nice. And then Mr. EJ went to look for the canoes, and that took an hour and a half. It was quite a long time. So yeah, it was something. It switched it up.
Yeah, that was one of the highlights of the trip, even though it was bad, but it was fun. Then we went to our last night, and that was another good night. It was really hot though. The sun was really hot. And then we took some boats out and we went back to the village and we ate some chicken. I like chicken. So Waylon, chicken. Yeah, chicken. Anyways, on to my last question about the IA. Did you enjoy it or not?
It was fun. There were some good people and some bad people. I'm joking. No, it was a really good trip, and I'm doing it next year again for my bronze, because I'm doing it in a weird order, along with Bogle and Haley. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's really great. So yeah.
Thank you guys for episode 3 of my podcast. You know what I'm saying. Thank you, Rhys, for coming on to this podcast. It was kind of hard to get him onto this podcast, but it's been great, and we hope that you'll be here more often, but we'll see. It's up to you. Yeah, exactly. So make sure to go follow our channel. Subscribe. I want to hit 100 subscribers. We're at 0 right now, so let's get to 100 subscribers, and stay tuned and watch episode 4 soon. Bye. Rhys Heaven.